Welcome, dear students. You have certainly heard about action plans, but let's first look at the reasons for creating one. You may have lots of dreams and you may be brimming with ideas, but the only way to realize them within a definite time span is by setting goals with clear actions and the dates for achieving them. This means it is not enough to know your goals. You also need to define the resources, the time, and the training you will need to achieve them. An action plan will help you do just that. So, how do you go about creating an action plan? Firstly, you begin by writing your goals down. This will encourage you to think and give a concrete shape to your abstract ideas. Then, you identify the skills that you need to develop and the attitudes you need to improve to achieve your goals. After that, write down what kind of people you can work with and network with, and the support you might need from them and how they can help you meet your goals. Last and not the least, write a specific completion date or deadline for each action. Voila, your action plan is ready. The action plan you make here today is not final. Let's call it the draft action plan. You can keep referring to your plan as you go along. In fact, your assignment at the end of this lesson is to refine this very action plan. Going forward, you can continue to tweak the plan if needed. This will help ensure you stay on track and ensure that you don't forget any key actions. Before we start with the action plan, recall the entrepreneurial style quiz that you took in the orientation program. So what was your dominant style? Maker, magician, mobilizer, master, or merchant? It is important to reflect on this because the action plan you develop will be based on the style you identified for yourself. Let me explain this to you with the help of an example. Assume that Amara has a magician entrepreneurial style and she is creating an action plan for herself. Her action plan should cover the following: her aspirations and goals, skills and training she might need, any attitude she needs to develop or change, and people who can help her. Firstly, Amara must clearly write down her goals and aspirations. Being a magician, she should consider a goal which will match her talent, which is to come up with new and innovative ideas. Some relevant fields include design, in which she can consider industrial design, product design, user experience design, and so on, or research and development for new products, or marketing. Actions that can help Amara achieve this goal could be to do an internship with a startup or a suitable practicum activity like a design thinking workshop. Secondly, Amara must reflect upon the strengths and weaknesses of the magician style. If you recall, we learned that magicians are dreamers. They have wild, imaginative ideas, but are often impractical and need to focus on execution. Given this, Amara can include the following in her action plan. Keep ideating and recording her ideas. This captures her strength, which is ideating. Develop the skill of communicating her ideas well. This captures her weakness, which is executing and communication. Thirdly, Amara should identify the attitudes that she needs to work on. Since Amara is a magician, she could be impractical at times and defensive of her ideas. Therefore, she could include the following in her plan. Develop listening skills, respond calmly, don't take inputs and feedback personally. Finally, as part of finding people to collaborate with, Amara must consider working with people who will complement her dominant magician style. Amara can consider working with a maker or a merchant, given their focus on strategy, plans, and execution. Her creativity would be a good match for their practical approach. Together, they can ensure that their ideas are executed to perfection. Now that you have understood how to create a draft action plan, why not create one for yourself? So, shall we get started?